to the Drivers Room Endurance Championship, season finale of season 5, tier 1. And yeah, let's get on with our grid walk for today. Starting in pole, we have Plugstuduk, and we have C.S. Smith, DJ Rice, Ronan and the Mighty Mustang, Chris in the trophy, Gadget in the Mighty Lexus, and Richie in the Mighty Lexus. Then we have Nijogger in the Toyota, Kim in the Toyota, and we have Jules in the trophy, Senna in the Mighty Mustang, and we have Muller, CJ under in the McLaren. We have Ben in the Toyota, and lastly we have Daz starting off the field in the back. Alright, let's get down to the race. Alright, we're about ready to get started. Let's see if everyone can get through the field cleanly, and we're off. And the plugs fall down to 4th. Like I said, the Toyota is not a great starter. And looks like Gadget goes on the inside of plugs. He is now up into 4th. Ronan snagged the lead. Smith now in 2nd, followed closely by DJ. And Gadget following closely there too. Plux will now have to dig down deep and find every amount of skill he has left in his body and get through the power monsters. But it is a 1-hour race, so anything can happen. Hell, Plux can end up being last, and Daz can end up being first, so you know what? Anything can happen in a 1-hour endurance race. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses, and we go through the hairpin. And everyone's gotten themselves cleanly through the hairpin. And the Ronan is on the super compound. So is Smith and Rice. Hell, even Gadget. He usually starts on softs, right? We have Plux on soft, and Chris now on the super, and looks like a few of them are using a strong compound on the back and a little bit weaker in the back, our front. And after lap 1, the standings or the positions are like this. Ronan leading the pack. There we have Senna, Nijogger. Kim's trying to chase down Nijogger. Who will be the better Toyota driver in this race? There, Muller follows closely behind. The McLaren is a strong vehicle. It should be able to make its way past if it gets some ground on the good Toyotas in this sector of the track. And there we have Daz. Oh, and Smith goes wide. Will Gadget be able to capitalize here? Yes, he does. Will, yeah, looks like Plux tries to go on the outside. Will he have enough power to, wow, he does have enough power to get past Smith. Smith might have enough power to, no, he falls behind. But Ferrari is fast, so he should be able to get past Plux again. If you can just get the hang on that Toyota. Very clean race so far. Not a lot of incidents, I think. No damage on the cars. And there we have Ronan leading the race. He's gotten himself a tiny little gap to DJ. DJ's gotten himself a little gap to Gadget. Gadget's fallen a little bit behind. And yeah, and there we have Plux. And Chris is challenging Smith. Let's see if he can get his weaker powered Renault ahead of the screaming Ferrari. Chris's best chance is to pass Smith in the corners. Oh, looks like Senna goes deep. Will lose his position to Knee. Here we have Kim. And Ben's attacking Muller. Muller's getting closer to Kimaru now. It's fairly clean so far in the race. Already big gaps are beginning to follow, and Chris has gotten himself ahead of Smith. I think that Ferrari might be struggling a little bit on Suzuka. Maybe this isn't the best combo for Smith. Every driver has their strengths and weaknesses, and it just looked like Smith was going to run off the track. Reaching now under heavy attack from Knee. Knee's car is potentially a lot stronger in the first section of the track. Now we will enter the power section, where the Lexus should be able to hold its own. Senna's struggling a little bit. Kimaru's gotten ahead of Senna now. And just looks like a train coming through. And Muller is doing his damnedest to try and pass Senna. Senna's not a very slow driver, but looks like he's killing his tires pretty damn fast. Oh, and Senna and Kimaru goes off. Senna and Kimaru goes off. Kimaru goes off way more than Senna. Kimaru will have to work for everything now. He will have to really try and catch up to the rest. This is not good. Kimaru's a good, strong driver, but he has a tendency to make big mistakes. That moves everyone up a position. Now Senna is up in 10. Knee Jugger still hasn't given up on Richie. Jules trying to catch up to Smith now. Smith struggling and losing a lot of time. I think Jules might be able to make a move on Smith any second. Let's follow Jules from inside. Smith's right up, Jules is right up the back alley of Smith now. Whoa. Camera's not wanting to cooperate. Whoa. And Smith gets pushed a little out on the grass. Looking like Smith is really struggling with Ferrari. It's unusual to see this. But that moves Jules up into 6th place. Doesn't look like Smith is finished with this battle. Slots in behind. Smith might have the power to charge up now. And followed closely by Knee. There we go, Smith trying to take the inside. Oh, and Jules goes wide. Jules still ahead of Smith though. Takes the inside of the chicane. This is going to be dangerous for Jules because now it's down the power straight. Oh, Smith goes into the pits already. And there we have Knee and Jules. Knee trying to challenge Jules now. The Toyota has a lot more top end than the trophy, unfortunately. Oh, a lucky thing that Knee ghosted there. That puts Knee up in 6th place, Jules down into 7th again. And there we have Richie. And Muller. And Ben. Oh, wow. There we have Senna, and Kimaru's gotten himself up into 13th. What's happened to Das? He might have had a spin. Kimaru's fought his way back into 13th. That's a hell of a drive so far from his spin a couple of laps ago. Good drive from the Norwegian. This is the last season. The last year we'll see the Toyotas in the Drivers' Room Endurance Championship. They're getting banned next year, and Smith is looking for a move here. Whoa! Richie got the cutback. Makes this will make Smith dangerous for Richie, as he will get the run up. I hope I'm at least saying some of these words right now. Right now. And he pushes his way ahead. Richie, wow. Richie's left tire's looking tortured. Oh, Smith goes wide. Maybe a little too much speed around that little corner. And as usual, I always forget the names of the corners. Richie might be dangerous for Smith now. Richie up into no. Whoa, side by side. Who will be the winner inside the turn 1 corner? Richie manages to snag that. Smith is really struggling. Unusual to see the front runner struggling like this. Kimaru and Das. I think Kimaru's lost a little bit here. Oh, and Smith and Richie still fighting, and Smith goes deep into the gravel. Will he lose it? He's just bleeding positions now and time. And we have Senna right in the back. He'll be a danger to Smith now as well. Let's see if Senna can make a move on Smithy. I think that's what they call him sometimes. Oh man, Smith is really struggling. And Gadget and Ronan has jumped into the pits. So has Chris. DJ has already been in. Plux has remained out. Tires looking good. This might be Plux's plan to stay out for as much laps as he can before he dives into the pits, trying to jump the guys in the pit lane. Fuel looking good, so you won't need that for the first stop. And knee jogger now ahead of Gadget. Will Gadget defend his position, or will he just let will Knee defend his position, or will he let Gadget ahead? Oh no, he does not want to let Gadget ahead. Now Chris has jumped Gadget. Goes on the outside of Knee. Will this stick? The Toyota has a lot more power now up the straight. Yeah, Chris is ahead of Knee now. And yeah, looks like Chris is safe for the moment. Gadget still trying to get past Knee. Just let me past. Nothing Knee can do on the straight. There we have Ronan. And Ben still hasn't been into the pits. And Jules in a battle with Senna. I think Jules has been in now, and Senna looking like his tires are getting cooked again. Wow, the fronts are just killed on that Mustang. Beautiful car. Too bad it kills tires. There we have Kimaru up in 11th. Lap 8, still hasn't pitted. There we have Richie, front end damage. This is a heavy damage race. I think we lost Smith. I think Smith has retired. Technical issues with the car. Yeah, Smith is gone. Plux leading away. Almost 10 laps now and no pit. That's pretty good. DJ's dangerously close now. He will gain P1 once Plux goes in. Chris gaining some ground on Gadget. That shouldn't make Chris safe though, because the Gadget mobile is a lot stronger on the straights. But I think the trophy is very good in the corners here, so he should be able to keep his pace and gap. I can't even say all the racing terms today. I've forgotten all the words. So if it sounds a little strange, that's probably why. Senna in 7. Muller being chased by Jules. Or maybe Jules has been... Oh, Lux has gone in. Lux only changes his tires. And he will take up the hunt. He comes out ahead of Gadget. Ronan is way close to Gadget now. Shouldn't be many corners until Ronan takes up the challenge to Gadget. Let's see if Gadget can hold off the mighty Ronan and his mighty Mustang. Oh, Ronan looking for a dive on the inside. Made it stick, but will Gadget come out on the... No. Holy hell, that Mustang is fast. I've said in my previous videos that I don't like to talk during the cockpit views, but I'm gonna make an exception if there are good moves about, good battles. This is definitely one of them. Last word has not been said. Gadget coming up close. If he just gets a better exit out of the chicane, he could be... Wow. Ronan's really pushing his car. And Plux has gotten ahead of Chris. Nothing that little trophy can do against the mighty Toyota. Not on the straights anyway. This is where the trophy should be very, very dangerous. Chris, with increasingly more worn tires, should be could be dangerous for him now. Plux with the best sector time. Gadget still not giving up. Neither, always lonesome. Senna, Muller, Jules. Oh, Jules had a spin. Or maybe an off. Probably an off. There we have Richie. And Das gotten himself up into 11th. Kimaru might have had a new spin. Or maybe he has, yeah, he's changed his tires. And there we have Ben. He's fallen way behind now. I think Ben might have had a collision or something somewhere, because he is way behind the rest of the field. Let's see here. Ben is 14 seconds behind Kimaru. Best lap time by Plukstuduk, 2.82. Ayrton Senna has gone into the pits. Where will he come out? He comes out right before Richie. Richie might be able to pass him here. Yup. Here we have Das and Kim. DJ's losing a lot of ground to Plux. Whoa. Plux with drift mode engaged. Drifting might not be the smartest move on this track with I think it's 5 or 6 times tire wear. Maybe it was 7. I always get the numbers twisted around. And Chris is still hunting down Plux. Ronan there and Gadget. And starting lap 14, we have Plux in first and Chris in second. Jumped a few laps to save some recording time. And there we have Nee. Doing well so far in this race. He was unstoppable at Monza with all the chaos in the first chicane. Gadget has dropped down to 6th. He's been into the pits. Here we have Senna and Jules. Beautiful camera angles here. We have Richie. Kimar's hunting down the Netflix with Thor's hammer. Muller still chasing Kim. That McLaren is fast. It is a good car, but it has the downside of being an MR car. One of the reasons I don't like to drive them. Kimaru goes deep and that throws up some gravel and dust. There we have Das doing his absolute best to score some good points in the last race of the season. It's been a good, long, tough season in Tier 1. I, for one, have surely enjoyed every single minute of the racing in it. And it's going to be an exciting new final season. That starts 1 week after this race. And there we have Plux in the lead. Tires are looking good. I think Plux went in on lap 10 or no, the end of 9. DJ there being followed by Chris and Nee. Nee's gonna be dangerous to Chris. The Toyota is way faster on the straight, so if Nee can just get enough slipstream on Chris, he will possibly be able to slipstream his way ahead of Chris. There we have Gadget in 5th. Ronan in 6th now. Ronan's gotten himself a change of tires. And some new go-go juice as well. There we have Senna Looking like Senna is killing his fronts very fast. And there we have the scary Lexus right behind me. The Lexus doesn't sound like a Japanese car. It sounds like more of an American feel to it, like a Mercedes or a Mustang or something. Very menacing. And here we have Ronan. Lost a little bit of time to Gadget. There we have Senna. Pretty big gap between the guys now. Kim's gotten himself up into 8th place. That's very good. Might have to go in within a few laps though. Fuel looking low. Jules should be good now for I don't know, maybe 10 laps. There we have Richie. Muller. That's doing well so far. Ben's fallen down into 13th again. Must not be his best combination. All drivers have their weaknesses and strengths. There we have Plux. Despite being in an underpowered car versus the Lexus and the Mustang, he's pretty unstoppable. I wonder where he finds his mojo. Another name I have for Plux is Mr. Woohoo Man. That's my other call name for him. If you've seen my other video of the race starts in on Monza, you'll know exactly why I call him that. There we have Chris. Looking like he's got a mission now to catch up to Plux. DJ. Two very fast, very great drivers. Gadget is an extremely fast driver. Where he finds his pace and all that, I have no idea. Would like to steal some of his mojo too. And he's gotten himself a half-second penalty. Ronan still in 6th place. Kimar's gained on, well, he's gained 1 place over Senna. Senna's lost 2 places. Will Jules be able to do anything about Kim? Jules is getting closer. Kim's tires are getting worn. This is going to be a close battle now, maybe between the two. Toyota can pull a lot better out of the corners. dived into the pits. Will he come ahead of Senna now, or will he refuel? There we are, Richie, Muller, Daz, Ben. Kimaru filling his tank up. Might be going for no more stops. Looks still in the lead. Here we are on lap 19. Plux is desperate for some fuel. Chris will dive into to P1. I don't know if Chris needs to go in one more time. Probably needs to. Gadget now. And, P2 coming out right ahead of Plux. Ronan in fourth. DJ's been in. Knee's been in. There we have Jules. Oh, and Richie spins. Whoa! There we have Kim and Senna. Looks like Kim is attacking Senna now. Toyota might have nothing to challenge Senna with on the straight. Kimaru will be dangerous for Senna here, probably. He's gaining a lot of ground now on Senna. Now we're on the power section. Let's just scroll down the field, see what's happening to the rest here. Richie's gotten himself out again after his spin. Daz is trying his absolute hardest now to catch up to the rest. Kim there, trying to gain on Senna. Is losing a little bit of ground now. The power section is killing the distance between the two. But if Kim keeps this up, he could get past. Senna isn't really a slouch. Now we have the power section. Might be nothing Kimaru can do. There we have Muller, desperate for fuel. Oh, whoa, Senna goes off. Kimaru might be able to cap. Whoa, shit! Wow-wee. Almost no damage from Senna there. But Kimaru suffering heavy engine damage and front end damage. Oh, that was nasty. I think this might have been a racing incident though. But wow. Kimaru's gonna lose a lot. Puts Pluk into P1, Chris into P2. DJ will pass Gadget. Will Ronan come out ahead of Gadget? Comes out just before, but he comes behind Ronan. He'll be able to push now until the very end. Jules dives in. Knee up into 6th. There we have Muller, Ben, Das, Richie, and Kimaru still trying to catch up after his crash with Senna. It's amazing that Senna didn't get more damage than he did. Plux now might have to defend his position now for the last 10 minutes of the race. Could be dangerous for our champion and our season leader. Might stick with these two once Chris gets a little closer. Chris there in 3rd. Should be good to the end. Maybe he will have to go in and get those tires off. Ronan's tires should be good to the end. So does Gadget. Oh, look at the aggressiveness of Gadget now. He'll most surely try to get himself ahead of Ronan. He really wants that 4th, maybe even 3rd, if he can swing that. Oh, look how close he is now. He dropped off a little bit again. And Jules. Muller. There we have Ben. Got himself up into 9. Good drive. Sent up into 10. Richie there. Kim's gotten himself ahead of Das. Not the greatest race for Kim. Looks still ahead of Chris. Looks doing his absolute best to try and stay ahead of Chris. DJ now ahead of Ronan and Gadget, coming closely behind. Will Gadget be able to... oh, it looks like Chris had a late break. Tires are dead. Will Gadget be able to use the slipstream to get closer to Ronan? Or is Ronan just that damn fast? Gadget is really pushing the car now. Trying to get his monstrous Lexus ahead of the Mustang. Will he be able to make a move on the inside? Maybe the outside? No room. Maybe ahead of, maybe around the hairpin. He goes on the outside. Will be on, oh. Roland's tires are dying off. Oh. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Dangerous to drive out on the green stuff. Loses a little bit to Ronan now. Oh, look at this. Chris is right up the gearbox of Plux. Might be able to challenge Plux now. 6 minutes remaining of the race. That's there. Kimaru's chasing down Richie. Senna should be safe in 10. There we have Ben in 9. Muller in 8th. And Knee Jugger. Jules. DJ. Gadget's catching up to Ronan again. Oh, it's getting very dicey and very close between Chris and Plux now. Plux will have to watch out. Let's go on board. Looks really trying his hardest now to break the slipstream, but Chris is hunting down the race leader. Both racers now pushing. Oh, good move from Chris. Chris moves up into P1. Plux is looking dangerously low on fuel. Plux moves for the attack. Goes on the inside. Oh, some amazing stuff in the last laps. And we have oh wow, Chris just pushes him away, pushes himself in front of Plux. Don't think this is over though. Plux might be struggling now for the fuel. Gadget has gotten himself ahead of Ronan. And he's looking low on fuel again. I'm sorry for not showing the rest of the race now, but I think showing the fight is the right thing to do. The fight for the win. Will Plux go in one more time, or he challenges Chris? Both drivers will have to do one more lap now. Will Plux be able to win this? Come on, Toyota. Will Chris be able to do anything on the straight? Falls a little behind Plux. Both cars are very strong in this section of the track. Chris is looking for a move. He's looking for anything that can get him past Plux. Anything. Like the flight tower commander in Die Hard 2, borrow steel keel. Oh, look at the distance now. We're entering the final lap. Who will cross the finish line in P1? Who will take the race win of the last race of season 5? Chris is looking for anything that can get him past. I'm actually squeezing my controller. It's not good. Plux is doing his damnedest to stay ahead. He has the engine grunt now to pull just a few meters ahead. Oh! Oh, wow. The camera didn't snatch that, but damn. Plux wins Suzuka. Woo! Gadget will come home in 3rd. Ronan in 4th. TJ in 5th. Jules in 6th. Muller in 7th. And the rest now have finished the race. Thank you all for watching, and see you again next season for some exciting new races in the Drivers' Room Endurance Championship.